Welcome to the Manifesting Webinar Series, episode number 2. Now that you're aware of unresolved issues from your past, things you want to actually change, and what you want to manifest, I feel it's important you learn more about the law of reciprocity and the law of attraction to understand exactly how you manifest your reality on a day-to-day basis. The law of reciprocity basically states whatever is sent out to the universe by your energy or your vibration, whatever you want to call it, through the resonance of your thoughts, emotions, and actions will manifest outcomes in your physical world. Whatever you're thinking, feeling, and doing is being broadcast out to the universe like a radio wave frequency and is directly connected to what you're receiving in your everyday life. In other words, your thoughts come from an energy of cause, your emotions are the fuel to act on, your emotions are the fuel to act on your thoughts, and your actions reinforce your thoughts and feelings. The law of reciprocity is the law that determines something, some event, condition, or circumstance is received back at all times without fail based on what it is you broadcast out. For example, if you're thinking about how you were cheated on in a past relationship and you feel betrayed, or you feel all people are cheaters, then you actively reject good guys or good girls, or you're shady in things yourself because you feel everyone is a cheater anyway. So you're acting less than kosher. Well, you can expect nothing but cheaters and untrustworthy people to show up in your life over and over again until you start changing what you think, feel, and do to be more in line with what you actually want versus what you don't want. It's the quality of your thoughts and emotions which determines what you're asking for and believing you will receive. The law of reciprocity makes absolutely 100% sure that you receive what you are asking for. You see why it's so important to be aware of what you think and feel? Fear, anxiety, worry, guilt, grief, anger are emotions which will attract an outcome equally to what you feel as love, joy, peace, and patience. The only difference as to what you attract to you in your life is based on your personal choice as to what to allow yourself to feel, and as a result determines what you receive back. So if you're feeling fear, anxious, worry, guilt, grief, anger, well, your whole life is going to reflect fear, anxiety, worry, guilt, grief, and anger back to you. And it'll show up in situations like all of a sudden, somebody might startle you and scare you. Okay, that's reinforcing the fear feeling. Maybe you're feeling anxious, you can't sleep at night and you're anxious because you're constantly thinking and worrying and you're feeling anxiety about stuff. Whatever you are focusing your feeling and energy on is what you are attracting into your life. It will be reciprocated to you in your life. Again, what you put out is what you get back. So if you're going through life just sharing unconditional love and feeling unconditional love for everything, well, you're going to receive nothing but unconditional love in return. But if you're focused on all the stuff that you're doing wrong, well, you're going to constantly attract that into your life. So all emotions experienced in your life come from one of two places, either love or fear. The law of reciprocity comes from a universal law of unconditional love. Every thought, every feeling, and every action, whether you know what you think and feel and do, or whether you don't know what you think, feel, and do, it is always being sent out to the universe. The universe doesn't know what is being sent out. Like the universe doesn't know if what you're thinking, feeling, and doing is negative or positive. It just knows you are sending out a vibration, an energy, and it wants to match it because it wants to reciprocate to you unconditional love. It loves you. So it's just sending to you what you're asking for. It's kind of like that old saying, ask and you shall receive. Well, you're always receiving what you're asking for. You are always getting exactly what you ask for 100% of the time without fail. I cannot stress that enough to you. You just may not recognize you are receiving what you ask for because you have your energy focused on a specific way to receive, and that limits you, right? So you'll receive in ways that are of a lesser value to you than if you were to just send out your wants to the universe and allow yourself to receive them in any way deemed fit by the universe. Well, the universe always sends what is in the highest value for you in that moment. So, for example, you may be thinking, I have no money for groceries. You're concerned about how to feed your family, but all you do is sit and worry and think about how great it would be if you had a burger right now. Well, the universe may respond in many different ways because it wants to match that vibration that you're sending out. So maybe you end up getting a coupon in the mail for a free burger. Maybe your neighbor invites you over to have a burger. Maybe you see a commercial for a burger, or you run into a friend who's can't stop talking about burgers. Whatever it is, you see my point. Like the universe is going to let it show up into your life in whatever frequency that you're sending it out. So if you're not clear on what you're feeling and thinking and doing, well then and if you limit how you're going to receive it, well, you're just not going to recognize that it showed up for you at all. But I promise you, the universe is always responding. This is a universal law and it always exists, whether you believe it or not. Now let's talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction and the law of reciprocity are very, very similar. Um, they pretty much are the exact same thing. The difference is the law of attraction makes sure something is attracted to you, right? So the law of attraction makes sure that things are being attracted to you and vice versa. The law of reciprocity determines what that something is based on what you put out there. Okay? So hopefully you have a clear understanding of that. Now, the scientific definition of the law of attraction is the law by which thought correlates with its object. An established belief begins as a thought. Your thought attaches to and is intensified by your emotion, which either creates or solidifies the belief or unbelief. The combination of thought, emotion, and belief creates an intensified vibration or frequency that projects out from you, unseen by the naked eye. And then that same vibration or frequency, which is just your belief, okay, or your emotion, is then attracted back to you. For example, you believe nothing you do is good enough. Your life will consistently have people and situations showing up, reinforcing and validating this belief about yourself. You may end up in a romantic relationship over and over again where you feel like nothing you do is good enough for you, for your partner. Your mom may criticize you how to do the dishes properly. Your boss may never be appreciative of your work ethic. You may get a D in college class. Again, there's numerous examples to give you, but just understand the overall theme. So if you feel like you're good enough, not good enough, then everything in your reality is going to reflect that back to you. So you want to be clear on what your beliefs are. Now, you can also be in denial about the belief that you're not good enough, but you'll still attract the same sort of people and situations into your life. Because remember, it doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe. It's whatever is being sent out there on a vibrational energetic level that the universal law of attraction is going to return to you, and the law of reciprocity is going to match that frequency. You're like a radio transmitter. We humans are made up of subatomic particles which vibrate, spin, and move, along with everything that exists in the universe. Do the research for yourself. There's lots of scientific data to match what I'm saying. So, like attracts like, just as magnets attract each other. So, just to recap really quickly, the law of attraction makes sure something is attracted to you. The law of reciprocity determines what that something is based on what you put out there. So, again, whether you believe or don't believe in these universal or natural laws has no bearing on their existence. So, you can keep on keeping on, unaware of what you believe, think, feel, and do to keep attracting outcomes you aren't so pleased by, or you can become aware of what you believe, think, feel, and do. Once you get the hang of actually paying attention to what's going on with you, it will become second nature to create the outcomes in your life you want. It just takes a little bit of practice. You just have to choose to want to know what you believe, what you are thinking about, what you are feeling, and what you're doing. You just choose to want to know these things about yourself. So, the following exercises will help you take the next step towards manifesting your new year and beginning. Exercise 1: fill out the core beliefs worksheet I emailed you. There are no right or wrong answers. Just mark off any box that you believe to be true for you. Be honest with yourself. It's okay. No one is going to see this sheet except for you and me if you choose to share it with me for our second call if you signed up for the coaching along with this webinar series. The purpose of this exercise is to help you become aware of what you believe. Remember, what you believe helps shape what you actually attract to yourself and what you receive in your life. Exercise number 2: use a notebook, journal, or cell phone you can carry with you at all times. Over the next 7 days, I want you to write down everything you feel. Every time someone or something causes an emotional trigger inside of you, I want you to label it and write a brief description of what transpired. For example, you stop at the Starbucks, the person in front of you paid it forward and paid for your order. Well, how did that make you feel? Happy, stoked, elated, feeling like you want to give back. You know, another example, maybe your boss yelled at you. How did that make you feel? Embarrassed, angry, frustrated, sad. It's extremely important to become aware of what you are feeling on a day-to-day basis. Most of you don't even know what emotion you are feeling. If you're feeling numb, then you have no clue what is happening inside of you, and it's time we label it, describe it, and feel it. Again, emotions, the feelings are the fuel to action and manifestation. I know it feels a bit annoying and frustrating to have to like dig deep into your soul. I know I hated doing it at the time too, but the outcome is well worth it. So again, I promise it will set you free and it will help you create the life that you want. So dig deep, figure out what you're feeling, write it down so that you can recognize it in every moment. Now, exercise 3, this one is easy. I want you to pick something to focus all your energy on, something easy you can manifest. So when I did this exercise, I chose to focus on mohawks. I wanted to see mohawks show up in my reality. So I sent that out to the universe and had no expectation of how it would show up in my life. I trusted that it just would. And it did. I saw motorcycle helmets with mohawks. I saw people with mohawks. I saw dogs with mohawks. All kinds of stuff showed up for me that had mohawks in it. So it's it's very similar to like when you buy a new car. All of a sudden, you see tons of people that have the exact same car that you had, but you never saw it before because you weren't focused on that car. So again, pick something fun, and easy. And once your object of desire starts showing up in your life, well, then you sent out the right energy and the right frequency to the universe to have it reciprocated back to you. Now, if it doesn't start showing up, well, then you need to figure out where the disconnect is within you. Is it connected to what you're thinking, you're feeling, or doing? Are all three in alignment? Are they out of alignment? Again, you want to make sure that you figure out exactly where things are not working out properly, and then just keep practicing it. And again, once your object of desire actually shows up in your reality, well, then you nailed it. Okay, so just have fun with this one. Now, before we close out this episode, I'd like to energetically open up your chakras to allow you to be able to connect with your higher self in order to bring into your awareness your beliefs, your feelings, and the object you'll be attracting to you from exercise 3. I'd like you to close your eyes, open your palms, tell yourself you're open to receive, then take a couple of deep breaths in through your mouth and out through your nose. Then relax until I tell you to open your eyes, and we'll have a moment of silence as I send out energetically this frequency to you. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Deep breath in through your mouth, out through your nose, and be open to receive. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes and bring your awareness back to the room. Okay, once you have all 3 exercises completed and are ready to move on to episode 3, please email me at askrebecca@gmail.com, or you can call and text 407-374-3133. If you purchased the series that included coaching, you and I will have a 30-minute in-person Skype or phone session, whichever you choose. We'll do that first to discuss anything that you may be struggling with, any questions you may have, or anything that you want to go over. Again, we can go over your list of core beliefs and give you some insight into that and how you can shift your perspective on things. Again, only if you so choose to share that list with me. It is completely up to you. I won't ever pressure you into anything. But once you have completed those exercises, please reach out to me at askrebeccatoday@gmail.com, or text me or call me at 407-374-3133 to schedule your appointment. And after our appointment, you'll receive the link to episode 3 to move on in the series. I look forward to speaking to all of you soon. I hope you have a great week. Thank you.